I'm Pat Mayo with your 2021 Open Championship DraftKings picks, $8,000 and below. You missed $8,000 and above? Well, just go click on the DraftKings YouTube channel. It's up there right now, so go figure that out, okay? Smash the like while you're here as well, and subscribe to the DraftKings YouTube channel. Who are my guys below $8,000? Now, a lot of contrarian plays for me down here. Jason Day would be at the top of that list at $7,700. Everyone now wants to play Louis Oosthuizen at an extremely elevated price, at extremely elevated ownership, but this is usually the designated Louis spot. High $7,000 area, everyone looks at him and says, well, I can see him doing well, I just don't want to use him. That's Jason Day this time around. He has started to regain that confidence with his putter, and it's led to two pretty nice results, albeit in very weak fields, but you got to start somewhere. Right? So Jason Day, who has great Open Championship experience, still immaculate around the greens. If he can get it going with that putter, watch out for Jason Day this week in gusty conditions. And, Aussies by and large, very good in the wind historically. So why not Jason Day this time around? It's a course that really rewards veteran guile. At this point, Jason Day is a vet. Joaquin Niemann is not a vet, but another very good wind player. He is also $7,700. That's where I'd be allocating my salary if I was going up to the top of the sevens. But my favorite guys are really in the low sevens this week to make it really easy to pair with a 10K and a 9K guy going down. You can just drop down to this level of player. Phil Mickelson, actually, if we're talking about like the veteran presence, he was top 5 at this tournament in 2011. The last time I was at Royal St. George's. No one's using Phil. He's going to make birdies. He's actually not a pretty decent play at $7,500. But I prefer at 74, Christian Bezuidenhout, Harris English at 73, and Brendan Grace at 72. Those three guys, if those could be the last three guys in your lineup, it would have to be a bit of a balanced build, but I just love going that route. All three of these guys are excellent around the greens. They can get it going mainly, not so much Brendan Grace, but he's just such an established links player, winner of the Alfred Dunhill Links Classic, and he's just been showing up in majors, led the U.S. Open tee to green, played in the third to last group at the PGA Championship, and holds the lowest round in major history at an Open Championship 3 years ago. So Brendan Grace, very familiar with these conditions, playing great golf coming in, only $7,200. Sign me up for that one. Bezuidenhout is like mini Spieth. He chips, he putts, you don't know how he does it, but all of a sudden he's just right there. As long as he doesn't destroy himself off the tee, which is always in the cards, this is the perfect major for him, where driving distance isn't going to kill him. It's all going to be about his irons, his scrambling, and his putting. All three things he does very, very well. South African's a great history at the Open Championship too. And why just overlook Harris English? He has 2 wins this year. He had a top 5 at the U.S. Open, just continues to play excellent golf, and this is a pretty good price. Daniel Berger is right there too, where initially I thought that he was the most underpriced player in the field, and he might be, and we'll get to another guy here in a second, but I think I'd rather play English than Berger, right? English is ranked higher in the world. He's the number 12 ranked player in the world. He's $7,300 on DraftKings. That's just a sign to use him. If we keep dropping down, Victor Perez, now we're into like the Euro sleeper guys. So you want to mix and match these guys into your lineups. We got Victor Perez at 7,000, Lucas Herbert, who won 2 weeks ago in Ireland, followed it up with a top 10 at the Scottish last week, $6,800. Richard Bland continues his improbable season, is $6,800. He just won the Betfred British Masters. So, he has success in England, if nothing else, at least this season. Mack Hughes, another guy who scrambles and putts. He's 67. I like him a bit less in his Open debut, but still not a terrible option. Links specialist, Ryan Fox. And then if we go all the way down, you have Jason Scrivener. And then my personal favorite, if you need all the salary relief in the world, Johannes Vermin is $6,100. 2 impressive performances at the Irish and the Scottish. He's an American player who plays full-time out of Europe. He's going to hit every fairway. He's going to scramble really well. I think he is a cut maker. I don't know how well he is going to finish, but I do think that he should end up making the cut, and he's only $6,100. He's the same price as, a now withdrawn Joo Hung Kim and Daniel Hillier, guys like I've never heard of before. Johannes Vermin is like a legit player. He's a real option from down in this pricing. If you really want to jam in 2 expensive players into your lineup, that is the way to go. The guy we need to talk about is Sam Burns, though. He's $6,300. He sticks out like a sore thumb as being, I don't know, $1,300 underpriced for no reason. He is the skeleton key to unlocking a lot of lineups. Just know he's going to be incredibly popular if you want to use Burns. That you need to find somewhere to differentiate your lineup, because essentially, if you use Sam Burns, you're now just playing a 5v5 lineup. And if you use someone else, Jockey, then it's a 4v4 that you have with the rest of your competition. But the rest of your competition isn't one player. When you're playing the Millionaire Maker, all of a sudden it's 50,000 people who have started their lineups exactly the same way. That'd be the reason not to play him, or the reason to play him, but to take a Jason Day, to take a Tony Finau, to take a Phil Mickelson, and just get away with a little bit of ownership. If you want to leave like $200 on the table, that's probably good enough to do it. But if you have a lineup that has Xander, Spieth, Burns, and Berger in it, trust me, a lot of people are going to have that same lineup. You want to check out the best picks in terms of the higher end? Stick on the DraftKings YouTube channel. You want to see full field breakdowns where we talk about each player individually? The Mayo Media Network YouTube channel is where you want to be at right now.